Our next presentation is one I mentioned at the top. It's about the energy, water, food nexus. And I'm really excited to see what these guys have to say. So let's welcome to the stage Eric.
Good evening. My name is Eric Highfield. I'm the director of greenhouses for Pagosa Verde. We're a renewable energy development company. And today I will be speaking in regards to direct use geothermal energy and the food water energy nexus. So our current food production system is fragile and unsustainable. We rely heavily on migrant farm workers subjected to toxic working conditions, brutal hours, being paid meager wages, placing them well below the standards for poverty. Somebody once said, "Whiskey is for drinking and water is for fighting." And this phrase is becoming more of a reality every single day. Shoot, just go to a water policy meeting in the Central Valley of California. The availability of fresh water is a major concern in light of changing weather patterns and climate. Field productions of crops are not very water conservative. Agriculture constitutes 70% of freshwater use globally, and this inefficiency also lends itself to other major environmental impacts. Agricultural runoff accounts for the vast majority of pollution in our waterways, leaching livestock waste, fertilizers, pesticides, and antibiotics into the environment, creating eutrophic conditions resulting in massive fish kills and dead zones. There's also an enormous amount of energy used and thus a substantial carbon footprint associated with the production, transportation, and the storage of the greens you eat. 98% of all leafy greens in the United States are produced in California and Arizona. The food, water, energy nexus is incredibly complex. The agricultural system provides a pretty clear example of these relationships, and specifically, greenhouse production provides an excellent microcosm of this nexus because food is energy. Greenhouses facilitate the local production of vegetables year-round closer to the consumer. However, this is an energy-intensive process. The vast majority of this energy is used for heating in temperate climates. I think a good analogy is trying to maintain temperature inside a plastic bag. There are sustainable solutions for this problem. One of the most viable methods is direct-use geothermal heating. This provides a relatively simple means of using renewable energy to maintain year-round greenhouse production. Fortunately, hot springs remain a widely unused resource. You can see from this map, geothermal resources are widely available throughout the American West, providing an excellent alternative for greenhouse energy needs. So another method, hydroponics, you simply are growing plants without soil, right? The benefits include the ability to produce more in less space, the elimination of soil-borne pathogens, the elimination of fertilizer runoff, and up to 95% less water use than conventional farming. The use of biological pest control is fostered in controlled environment greenhouses, using beneficial insects, nematodes, and bacteria in conjunction with an integrated pest management plan allows us to produce pesticide-free crops. So let's recap for a second. We can produce local, pesticide-free, healthy greens while conserving energy and water and eliminating agricultural runoff using geothermal hydroponic greenhouses. You may be scratching your head at this point because this seems like a no-brainer, right? However, to create truly sustainable food production, it can't just be based on ideology. The concept also has to include economic viability and sustainability. Without this, you just have another vertical container farm. So as you look at labor, this is the largest overhead operating expense in a typical hydroponic vegetable greenhouse. You use about 15 employees per acre of production in NFT production. This really isn't bad compared with the amount of labor used in conventional soil agriculture. However, with automation, the number of employees per acre can be reduced down as low as 1.8. Tasks that are considered mundane and tedious for people can be performed with great efficiency and precision by machines. Automation provides a drastic improvement in production efficiency, and it increases the yield and the number of plants per square foot in the greenhouse, thus substantially reducing the labor used, which is again your largest overhead operating expense. So when fully automated hydroponic production is coupled with direct use geothermal greenhouses and a biologically integrated pest management plan, you have a truly sustainable production of leafy greens. Well, that is exactly what Pagosa Verde is breaking ground on this spring, with 2.5 acres of sustainable geothermal greenhouses with a fully automated hydroponic system equating to a production of 25,000 pounds a week of baby greens. This facility is going to be located at the Walker Ranch site, south of Burley, Idaho, where 3 geothermal wells already have been drilled. These products are being marketed as sustainable, local, and pesticide-free for the regional markets of Boise and Salt Lake City. Thank you.